Good morning, Big Picture Elementary. It's Mrs. Tovar here, and I am bringing you your announcements for the week of October 4th, 2021. So I'm going to start by sharing my announcement screen here. And I do have the festivities in my background and on here. So it is now October 4th. So bring on the pumpkins. We have our flag salute first up. So if you are not standing, please stand and then put your right hand over your heart. Ready, salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Thank you, guys. I have updated our birthdays. We have quite a few birthdays this month, starting with just this week. Today we have Christian B in 3rd grade's birthday. Happy birthday, Christian. Then we have on the 7th, Joel M in 8th grade. On the 8th, we have Cameron D in 4th grade. And then on the 9th, we have Sarah S in 2nd grade. So I hope you guys all have wonderful birthdays this week. And we just had Mrs. Howard's birthday. So if you didn't get to say happy birthday to her, make sure when you see her, you can say happy birthday or send her a message. And then some staff birthdays, I just kind of put the whole month that I have right now. And I put where they're from, because not everybody that has a birthday this month is from Big Picture Elementary. Some people work at the high school, but they are helping out with all the campuses. So they say BPEA, like Mrs. Howard. She's the principal of both schools. Mrs. Connor's birthday is on the 12th. She's on our site at Big Picture Elementary. We have Miss Sei Chow, who works for both school sites. And then Mr. Ramirez in ELP, Mr. Sal Ramirez, he's got a birthday on the 26th. On the 29th is Miss Lutz's birthday. And then on the 30th is Miss Fullenkamp's birthday. And she's from the adult school at the high school campus. So I hope our staff members also have great birthdays this month. And we have a lot of upcoming birthdays. I haven't separated them out by weeks because they are all upcoming. And I'm not going to read them out loud now because I will be reading them out loud every week as they come, but you can see them. And if that is somebody you know, you can make sure to write that down so you will have them to wish a happy birthday to. All right, so I have some shout outs and a couple announcements and some upcoming things. So first, before I do my shout outs, because I have quite a few, if you won a prize from the dance party, make sure to see Mr. Sanders because he has those that your class could choose from. So see Mr. Sanders for your class prize. And I announced those winners the last week, I believe. So if you don't know if it was you, you can check with me or I'll send you a message, okay? But I have shout outs, and because there were so many, I had to write them down. So I have to get out my notebook so I can read them to you. So I'll be looking down, but that's because I'm reading these wonderful shout outs. So Miss Ayana, some of you know her as Miss Anna, she has a few. So she wants to say thank you to Miss Miranda for being so awesome, for showing me the ropes and making someone as new as me feel as though I've been here forever. So thank you, Miss Miranda from Miss Ayana. She also wants to thank Miss Bayani for including her in every step of her teachings, guiding her to when she will have a class of her own. So I thought that's very nice too. So woo-hoo, Miss Bayani. Okay, Miss Ayana also says she wants to shout out Miss Magdaleno for all the hard work that she's been doing, even with how tired and frustrated she's gotten. She said, I can see the impact that Miss Magdaleno is having on her class, and she inspires me. So that is awesome. And all the love to Mrs. P and Yolanda as well, because they take care of me and they always make my day feel amazing. So thank you, Miss Ayana, for all those lovely shout outs and for those of you who have inspired Miss Ayana. So great. And then Miss Magdaleno has a couple shout outs. She said, shout out to Ashton for always staying on task and going above and beyond on his work. And shout out to Joel for working hard on his story creation today. So I love student shout outs too. So great job to you too. Miss Healy wants to shout out Miss Karen and Miss Nadia Miss Karen's in the front office at the elementary school. Miss Nadia's in the front office at the high school. She said she wants to shout them out for all that they do in the office. Exclamation mark, because it's a lot. And for helping and answering my many questions with kindness and grace. Yes, thank you too, because you guys are awesome. You do a lot. And then Mrs. Funk, she said, I want the world to know that Mrs. Marshall is the kindest person ever. She said she checks on me always. And this particular day that we got the shout out, Ms. Marshall had done something super nice for Miss Funk. And she knew that she was coming later in the day. So Mrs. Marshall parked her car where Miss Funk usually parks it, which is close to the gate. And then she called her to say that she could move her car for when Mrs. Funk got there. And she said, now that is a very kind person. And she is so blessed to know her. Okay, so those are my shout outs. And thank you everyone for sharing them with us. And I hope that we continue to have lots of shout outs. Our upcoming events, I put October's that were coming up. I also put, before I read the other ones, don't forget exhibitions, because those are right around the corner and you guys are working on those right now. So I can't wait to see those, but those are coming up. The 5 things I have right here that are coming up, some sooner than others. We have a rally, yay! You guys will get to see Crazy Karen on our campus at Big Picture Elementary, and she's gonna do a rally on October 19th, and it is from 9 to 10 in the morning, and we will do it in the quad. And then we have our very first family dance. So this year we're combining Sundance Daughter Dance into family dance. So anybody can come with their family members to this dance on October 22nd. And it is from 6 to 7:30 that night. And then we have our book fair coming up. That is October 11th through the 15th. So we have like 1 more week, I believe, and it's going to get set up this week, and then it's going to happen. And so that's going to be in room 10. If I have the day wrong, I will let you know. But as far as I know, that's the right date. And then Red Ribbon Week is coming. It's the last week in October. And so there's always lots of dress up days and fun competitions or contests that week. And so just making sure that we have that week saved in our brains. And then the very last school day of October is our character parade. And if you are new to the school, or we didn't get to do it like live, we did it on our Zoom last year. Our character parade is when every student can come dressed up as a book character from a book, and you bring the book and we march around the quad and we can say who we are, and it's just a fun thing. So that is coming up. One drink, hold on. Then we have our cafeteria update. We've been talking about this, and it's going to happen this week. I'm not saying it's going to happen Monday. It probably would happen Tuesday, but it is coming this week. The plan is that you still come in and sit on the paw prints in the cafeteria at the tables. We're just going to use up the full tables this time, because during the first lunch from 11 to 11:30, we have our first and second graders eating in the cafeteria together. Yay! Then 11:30 to 12, we have our third and fourth graders eating in the cafeteria together. Yay! And then we have from 12 to 12:30, our fifth and sixth graders eating in the cafeteria together. Yay! And then from 12:30 to 1, we have our seventh and eighth graders eating in the cafeteria together. Yay! So that's going to pretty much fill up all our tables in there, but everybody would be able to sit on a paw print. Now, yes, kindergarten was eating in the cafeteria, and the plan is to have kindergarten being able to eat in a different room during that time. So I will follow up with details for those of you that are having a change in your cafeteria lunch schedule, but that's the plan, okay? Safety guidelines for campus. Just reminders, because still some of these things are not quite being followed. If you are sick, stay home, right? Sometimes you might have symptoms like how I had a cold, and the symptoms are very similar to COVID, so you always have to check. We need a doctor's note for you to come, and then make sure when you're on campus, you're wearing your mask, covering your nose and your mouth. and that you keep your distance from other people, especially if you're going to have that mask break. Make sure it's away from others, and keep your distance. And then our reminder here, don't forget that we have a Remind app, which gives you all of our school announcements. And we also have Parent Square, which every parent can sign up for, and that gives you our announcements as well. And so we just need your current address and phone number for that. And dress code. So far, so good. We're just having to remind some people to walk on the sidewalks and the ramps. But other than that, you know, we've been reminding people if there's something with dress code, and these are hanging up in your classroom, so you should have all this information. And in the cafeteria too, we're reminding people that you can't have these items, right? Let's end with our Cubbies, 5 expectations. So if you are ready, expectation number 1 is listen. Perfect. Expectation number 2, keep your hands, feet, and objects to yourself. Expectation number 3, use kind words. Expectation number 4, stay on task. I almost did that. Stay on task. And expectation number 5, always do your best. So I would love to see these things happening every day, and I know your teachers would too. So please do your best to follow Cubby's 5 expectations, and that is all. So I will stop sharing, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And I almost forgot. You guys will not have school on the 8th. And if you know when the 8th is, that is this Friday. Teachers, I'm sorry, you have school, but students, you do not. So I will see you guys soon, and have a great day.